It has been a little bit cold and a little bit damp this week, but we are still having a blast. It's fall, y'all.
We are at the Joint Base Lewis McCord Travel Camp North, right here in between Tacoma and Dupont, Washington.
And we're going to do a campground review.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
General impressions.
So this is a nice, quaint campground on a serene lake in a wooded area with a good mix of upgraded facilities and some that need just a little TLC. Adventure Center is really nice, pretty close by, and it has a nice campground feel to it.
The cost was $28 a night for us. Keep in mind, this is a military fam camp, which means you need to have the proper ID in order to be able to stay here. So double check all the rules and regulations before you book your trip. Let's dive into the campsite review. We strategically chose this campsite for its proximity to the entrance and exits. Some of the areas of the campground are a little bit more challenging for big rig maneuverability. It's a private campsite with a nice bit of grassy area on the side, and then it has wooded area beyond. It is an active duty base, so there are aircraft running drills overhead from time to time throughout the day, as well as a train that goes close by, and it does honk the horn quite loudly, so you can hear it inside the RV. The levelness of the campsite really depends greatly on which campsite you get. Ours was mostly level, but still required leveling blocks on one side. Our campsite is a pull-through, which is really nice, but some of the campsites are back in as well. The campsites here are 30 or 50, so no hashtag 50 here. Make sure you know which one you're choosing before you make your reservation. They do have the newer style picnic tables at every campsite with a concrete base and a composite top, and they are handicap accessible. So as far as Wi-Fi is concerned, they do have it in the common areas, but it is not accessible at the campsites. We even have our Verizon and Starlink, and they have both struggled to perform at the campsites here.
So we did a speed test on Starlink when we got a 1.6 megabits down and 2.8 megabits up. This was at night while it was raining. The speeds vary greatly depending on the weather here. Verizon Wireless had a much more consistent speed test with 38 megabits per second down and 3.8 megabits per second up. And it doesn't depend on the weather.
They do have a propane filling station at the Adventure Center, and also a dump station.
Amenities.
They do have bathrooms and showers available on site, but some of the common areas are locked. The dumpsters are easily located, and there are multiple throughout the campground. They don't have a pool, but they do have a lake which offers kayaking and fishing with rental facilities at the Adventure Center. For laundry, they do have laundry facilities with 3 washers and 4 dryers. It's $2 per wash and $1.50 for drying. They don't have a playground for children, unfortunately. They do have a climbing wall, although it was closed. It may be open during the summer season. They also have an MWR desk at the Adventure Center where you can buy tickets for local attractions. Dog friendliness.
Although there is no specific off-leash area, there are plenty of dog pickup stations around the park.
And they've got poop bags in them, which is the most important part.
Indeed. Camp store.
They do offer a limited amount of grocery items at the camp store, but they have a ton of adventure items, including fishing gear and kayaking and hiking gear. They also offer firewood for sale, or you can buy the firewood at the commissary as well, slightly cheaper.
Camp staff interactions.
The camp staff were super pleasant here and very helpful. We did have a little bit of a situation in the beginning before we got here where they moved our reservation unexpectedly, but I called them up and explained why we had chosen this specific site for its accessibility and maneuverability of the big rig, and they worked with us and got us back into the site. Additional information.
So the common areas are open from 0530 to 2200 daily. Multiple facilities are located close by, including the exchange, commissary, fuel stations, and various fast food restaurants. Although there are multiple fuel facilities here on Joint Base Lewis McCord, only one of them has diesel, and it is located across the way on the other side. So there are 2 different fam camps on Joint Base Lewis McCord. So make sure that you check which one you're going to before you get here.
So the moment you've been waiting for, the ratings of the campground. But before we get to that, please help us out by hitting the like and subscribe button. That way you don't miss another campground review. Some of you are already aware of our rating scale, but we're going to put it down below for those of you that might be new to the channel. This is how we put our ratings in to Google reviews.
Yep.
So for rooms, we gave them a 4. So we gave them extra points for having both the grill and the fire ring. But because the leveling varies greatly from site to site, we gave them a 4.
For service, we gave them a
4.
The staff were really friendly and pleasant, but they did send us an email changing our site, which we had to call and correct. So that's why we took them down 1 star. Location.
We gave them a 4. The reason we gave them a 4 is because some of the areas in the lower loop especially might be hard for some big rig accessibility. Overall, we gave this campground a 4. We enjoyed it. We'd definitely like to come back again. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other campground videos.
We give you all the good deets on the campground so that you can check them out before you go there.
Bye for now. All right, you remember where we are, right? Okay.
Joint Base Lewis McCord
Travel
Travel Camp North.
We're a little wonky. We are in.
You're right.
We've got a cold front moving in, and it's going to be pushing this way and causing all the RVers to push further this way. Standing in front of the ring. There you go. Maybe one more time. All right.
All right, let's get started.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel like general wooded area. Ready?
No. Great campground.
The campground review after dark.
Lovely campground.
Yeah, lovely campground review.
The cost was $28.
Oh, but I should say. Okay. We strategically place. It is an active duty military base, so there are
Aircraft.
helicopters. Aircrafts, right? Military base with aircraft running drills overhead.
Is that right? That's what Spidey says, right?
Open mouth. Smile.
Wait.
Okay.
Starlink in at.
Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Just remember that might end up in the outtakes.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I was like, whether what?
Weather what?
Whether what?
On weather what?
What? Whether what?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh. Hey, we can make that up. Whether
Weather.
what?
What? That's what it is. Weather.
What? that might end up being the thumbnail. Weather. What? Oh, you didn't do it.
Ready?
I said that might end up being the thumbnail. Weather. What?
They may be.
They
might possibly.
We're gonna check on that.
Have a dump station.
Yeah. Okay. And right on cue, here comes the train. Choo choo. Sounds like the train is in the RV. Woo woo.
Camp store. Go.
Ah! I need to actually go to the camp store and get video. Did you forget your line?
Yep.
Camp store.
I got it. Camp store. Camp store.
One more time. Poofy vest activate. Poofy vest activate. Poofy vest activate. We did have a little bit of Why is your head cut off now? Oh, there we go. I think we moved closer to the. Stop! You making a face. All right. What am I doing? Overall 4?
Yep. Reviews, so that you don't have to.
We spilled the tea. What?
Ding ding. Click click click.
What else was I supposed to say?
Click click click. Cookie deck activated.